breaking news coming in. The US Federal has announced its biggest interest hike since 1994. The Fed hikes interest rate by 75 basis points, the biggest rate hike since 1994. Federal Reserve issues the Federal Open Market Committee statement. The US Federal has announced its biggest interest rate hike since 1994. Let's go straight across to Sakshi for more on this. Sakshi, what are you picking up at this moment, and what more can you share with us on this big breaking news that's just coming in?
That's right, Shrinakshi. The Federal Reserve has raised its benchmark interest rate by 3/4 of a percentage point to battle surging inflation. However, what is worrying is the projection of a slowing economy and rising unemployment in months to come. Remember, U.S. inflation is at a 4-decade high, and this rate hike is the biggest made by the U.S. Central Bank since 1994. This has, of course, come after little progress has been made in the fight and the battle against U.S. inflation. However, we have already seen at the moment the U.S. stocks give up gains after the Fed rate hike, and, of course, the spotlight on how Asian markets will respond in the morning.
All right, Sakshi, they're reporting on a big developing story that's coming in. The US Federal Reserve has announced the biggest interest rate hike since 1994 to tame surging inflation. This is, of course, a story that we will be tracking and we will be giving you all the details on this. But for now, what we are learning at the moment is the US Federal Reserve has announced its biggest interest rate hike since 1994 to tame surging inflation.